Hello there. I'm Brad Loomis, professional natural bodybuilder and master powerlifter. I'm a contest prep coach for powerlifters and cosmetic athletes with 3D Muscle Journey. I'm also sponsored by AST Sports Science and proud to represent their brand. However, that's not all that I am. I'm also a devoted family man, a CAT scan tech, and a devout Catholic. A life like mine is not at all glamorous, at least not as some would lead you to believe. Don't get me wrong, there are some high points, but it's mostly just a lot of hard work. And it's quite boring, especially for a guy like me, with below average genetics for bodybuilding and only putting up average to maybe above average numbers in powerlifting. However, that didn't really matter to me. I love my life as a family man, and I love my life as a coach. However, I really love to train. I don't train to compete. I compete on occasion because I love to train. And this is my grind.
Howdy team, so Coach Brad Loomis here. Thought I would give a quick update as to my competition plans, how training is going, and then kind of give a summary of my recent physical that I had done that I mentioned in my last vlog. So I'm going to go ahead and include some clips here of my training this past week, and that way you guys can have something to watch instead of just looking at my ugly mug. So first of all, let's talk about the physical. All in all, it was very good. I'll admit I was experiencing a bit of I guess depression over what I was experiencing, what I thought were symptoms of low testosterone, or basically just something being wrong with me. Plus, I was afraid that the frequency of my urination was due to what's called BPH, or benign prostatic hypertrophy. So I was worried about prostate cancer, for lack of a better term. But all my blood tests were really good. My PSA, or my prostate-specific antigen, was normal. In fact, it was a little bit, lower than I was expecting it to be. All of my liver function tests, creatinine, even my testosterone was normal. My testosterone is the low end of normal. I want to say that on this particular scale at the hospital I work at, normal is somewhere between the range of 300 and 1200, and I'm at 6 something. And then free testosterone was, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was normal. It was a low end of normal, like barely above the low end of normal, but nonetheless normal. So that was encouraging. And so I've had a bit of a kind of zest for my training, and a little bit motivated. So I went ahead and decided, I'm going to do Raw Nationals this year. I'm going to go ahead, sign up, and compete this year in the 83 kg weight class. So we're off and rolling. Flights booked. I'm on the roster. I made the qualifying total for open, and I thought, I'm going to go ahead and do that too. I'll finish, I'm sure, probably 25th out of 30, but I earned that qualification. I'm going to go ahead and do that as well as the Master 1. So yeah, we're in prep, and this is a day of training that I recorded for you guys to watch while I was talking to you. This particular day, this is basically what I would consider a PR for my quote-unquote home gym, or what I call the Billy Funk Memorial. I've never squatted more than 400 pounds at home, simply because I was fearful of not having a cage there to help me out. But my confidence is building because I'm squatting 180 kg or more fairly frequently, at least probably once every little mesocycle of training. So I was pretty happy with this, and I did it for multiple sets of 2. But so where are we at? We're training this week. Well, you know what? I just finished off basically what was kind of the heaviest microcycle of training, and we're deloading. And then, I'll be probably recording a little bit more just training, as I'm getting ready for Raw Nationals. And that's going to be, basically a combination of an increase in the big three. So what does training look like, the last, few weeks? Basically what we've done is we've lowered the frequency and the volume of my big lifts, that being the squat, bench, and deadlift, and then increase the volume on my accessory work. So instead of doing my usual 3 sets of accessory work, I've been doing 4 sets. And then that will, basically make up for a little bit of the volume that we're doing to decrease the amount of lifts on my squat, bench, and dead. Why have we done that? Well, you know what? My back's been bugging me, and it's improved now. But in the previous macro cycle of training that Eric outlined for me, I was having quite a bit of sciatic pain in my left butt cheek, as well as my lat. My that niggle that I've had in my right lat has not gone away, and it was kind of to the point to where I couldn't even deadlift for about 2 weeks. So when we started out this current mesocycle of training, I was basically under the impression I wasn't going to be able to do Raw Nationals because I couldn't deadlift. And Eric reassured me that he's like, you know what, we're still a good clip away here. Let's just let me take a look here. Let me take a look at what we're doing. Let me outline the next block of training, and let's hold off on making that decision to not compete at Raw Nationals. And so yeah, I let Eric work his magic, and so far this first block of training has been fantastic. And I'm not deadlifting a whole lot. I mean, I'm doing probably at the most about 5 deadlifts a week, but that will slowly increase, as we continue to go through the block. Bench press and squat, however, are flying and are doing really, really, really good. I feel pretty comfortable that I'll be able to not only exceed my numbers that I had at the last meet, but then also be able to do it while not deadlifting very, very often and very heavy, really, to be honest with you. Just because I don't want to make that pain in my butt, worse. And I'm lucky. I'm lucky that I have a lot of crossover between my squat and my deadlift. I have kind of a narrow stance on my deadlift compared to most sumo deadlifters, which kind of emulates my squat. And then likewise, I do have a fair amount of forward lean on my squat that kind of looks like a good morning, which kind of emulates my deadlift. So I feel like if I'm progressing in my squat, my deadlift is hanging on. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there, and then I'm going to go ahead and let you watch the rest of this training if you so choose. However, wanted to make sure I just kind of laid out there my health update. For the most part, Coach Brad is healthy as an ox. Blood pressure is not even really normal. It's actually below normal, about 100 over 60. Resting heart rate 58, liver function normal, kidney function normal, prostate normal, testosterone normal. About the only thing I got to worry about is I should probably clean up my diet just a little bit because my cholesterol was just a tick high. Not too terrible high. 200 is the cutoff, and I was at 212, so just a little bit high. And I think from this point forward, it's just balls to the wall. What Eric tells me to do, I'm going to do it. So I'll leave it there, guys. Sorry for the delay, but looking forward to updating you a little bit more often in the coming weeks as I get ready for Raw Nationals, October 13th, 2016, Atlanta, Georgia, and I will be there. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody.